Thankful Thursday, blessings to you. Welcome back to All Things Moons and Stars. Our moon has moved into Capricorn. So Capricorn is asking us, the moon, about our feelings. Capricorn is saying to us, we need to express ourselves in a more practical way. Let's be practical about how we show up with our emotions today. And because the moon is sextiling our fabulous Saturn, who is currently retrograde in Pisces, as a matter of fact, he is at 29 degrees of Pisces, which is known as an anaretic degree. It's a crisis point. Everybody's feeling it. It reminds me of the song by the Jacksons, Can You Feel It? I'd sing it to you, but I'm shy. Go and have a listen. It's quite apt. So Saturn in retrograde, he's saying time is up. And because he's in Pisces, it's about our faith. It's about our trust. We are being forced to face life with a greater maturity. Anything that doesn't support your purpose in this life right now is going to be released. It's going to be restructured. It's going to be broken down. So, of course, it's a fearful experience, and fear is the human's most natural way of expressing ourselves when we are facing the truth. And the truth is a big deal because it doesn't look the same for everybody. And I'm going to actually share why I say that, because I always show my clients this. When you look at my hand, you know that you are looking at my hand, and I know we're looking at my hand, so we can both agree that we are looking at my hand. But when I say to you that my nails need a serious manicure, my skin is so dry, you're going to be looking at me going, I don't think so, laddie. I can see the palm of your hand and the lines of your hand. And we can argue until the cows come home, but you are never going to see my truth, and I will never see your truth. It's going to always be different. Perspective of truth is always different. This truth, this Saturn in Pisces truth, is the truth. In other words, it's everything that's been hidden. Everything that we've been dismissing and denying and neglecting and refusing to look at. It's that truth that's coming up now. And it's asking us to be mature about it. Saturn is a hard, cold planet. He's saying, I need us to do this. I want us to look at the truth, but can we do this in a mature way? Being human on this planet is one of the most beautiful experiences because we're here to experience life and not perfect it. And one of the things about life, what makes us so different and so unique, is the fact that we can feel. So we need to find new ways of dealing with all of these feelings. And Saturn is a very slow planet, so he's encouraging us to do it in a slow way. He's not forcing us to do this quickly. He's saying, let's do this in a slow way. Then, of course, with Saturn and all this releasing and restructuring and breaking down of what's going on in your Pisces house, he's also saying that now there are new responsibilities that we're going to take on. And of course, with these new responsibilities that are coming up, it is all aimed at the new cycle we're about to enter. And this eclipse that's coming up, and I will give you more details on that closer to the time. It's on the 7th of September, our first one. But let's just give more attention to our Saturn retrograde. Our Saturn in Pisces retrograde is a big deal, and that is why everybody's feeling the crisis, especially if you've got planets in your chart at 29 degrees. There is an aspect being made to Saturn. So we won't really know, or I won't really know, which part of your chart or which part of your life it's happening in, but I think you will know because you can feel it. You can absolutely feel it. You know that this is the area. And we'll go through it very quickly. If Pisces is your first house, it's very personal. If it's in your second house, it's about your resources or your money or your self-esteem. If it's in your third house, it's how you communicate and express yourself. If it's in your fourth house, it's about your sense of security, your home, your dad. Your fifth house, creativity, children. Sixth house, how am I in service to my health, to my work? Seventh house, partners, husbands, wives. Eighth house, other people's resources, their money, their opinions. Ninth house, my understanding, my spirituality. My 10th house is career. 11th house is goals, community, groups, and of course the 12th house is the great unwashed, the great unconscious, the great unknown. So any one of those areas that Saturn is currently going through, it's going to definitely affect you. And like I said, if you have any other planets at 29 degrees in your chart, it is and it does feel like a massive crisis. Remember, the crisis is the clue that change is about to take place. Let's have a look if there's anything else here. Of course, our Sun in Virgo is making a semi-sextile to Venus in Leo. And the Sun is, in Virgo, so it's about our creativity. The Sun in Virgo is telling us we need to be perhaps more systematic about our creativity, but the Sun in Virgo can also be very critical. So watch the ego. Are you over criticizing? Are you being over judgmental? And because it's semi-sextiling our Venus in Leo, there's a lot of emphasis here about our love, our romance, and the ability to be more unconditional. So, let's take the conditions away. If we really love someone or something that's in our life, let's take the conditions away and see how we can improve that relating. Pallas Athene is in the mix with our Venus and our Sun, and Pallas in retrograde, she's quite weak. So we really need to dig deep for the courage. We need to dig deep to be brave enough to come out of this mold, this thing that we've always experienced. We need to start looking at our feelings, our creativity, our communication, our health in a very different way. So remember, Saturn is about doing things in a mature way. So if anything, we're being guided to handle our emotions in a more mature way. I wish you a happy Thursday. I look forward to speaking to you again. Thank you so much for your feedback. I love your feedback. It's always welcome. And don't be shy. Comment and let us know how you're doing. You can create a beautiful little string of communication when you start commenting on these reels, because everybody's going to know that they're not alone and we're all experiencing kind of the same stuff. Be good to yourselves. Speak to you soon. Bye.